Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. Yesterday I went to the show in Abram with Abram, but I didn't really felt like filming. But I did take some photos, so I have something to show you. And also I have a surprise that I got from Abram. As some of you guys know from looking at my previous videos, Abram had a lot of problems with a stone marten. And at that time I also had some of my breeding flock at his place, and sadly they also got killed by the stone marten. But he did manage to hatch some eggs from my chickens, and here is the result. So I have almost like a, how do you call it? In Belgium we say porcelain, but I think it's Jubilee? No, it's not Jubilee. Millefleur. I think most people call it Millefleur. So the rooster, the blue hen is also one from my line. Black mottled. This is like, what would you call this? Brown blue mottled. Those actually came from my blue mottled rooster with my red hens from the red mottled project. And this hen over here with the rose comb was actually from Abram's project. He also had some Sussex bantams which he crossed with his Wyandotte bantam. This is one of the hens, or I should say this is one of the offspring. It's a nice hen. She doesn't have a lot of black in her. She came from red. She has mottles, so we might give it a try. I'm actually not quite sure about the rooster. What I'm going to do with him is very little, but I really like his color. He has a nice comb. I'm actually thinking about keeping him. What do you guys think? Should I keep this one? He is a little bit reddish. It's not the red that I want, but it's quite close to it. I also can't believe that this hen came from pure red hens. She has absolutely no red in her. The comb isn't too bad too. Might keep her too. The blue hen can go. She's not really much of use for me. It's a beautiful chicken, but I have enough chickens. This one is also very beautiful. But not really. Yeah, can't really use her in my next breeding rounds. And here we have Abram's chicken. I think I'm going to use her, but I'm not quite sure what rooster I should put against her. I still have a couple of months to think about it. But now, more importantly, I should think about where I'm going to put these. I already have way too many chickens over here, and the rain is just making it horrible. I'm still figuring out the solution of how I can somewhat get rid of the mud. In all the other pans it's acceptable. It's a little bit, but when you compare it to the middle one, it's acceptable. Here are still some pheasants from this year. Only 2 have to go, and then I have a couple of each color. Maybe I'll put them in here. This hen is a little bit too aggressive. And I believe these ones will react too aggressively. So I'm not going to put them in here too. So first I'm going to think a little bit about it. Oh, and then we have this hen over here. You might be wondering why she's walking on the grass outside. I actually separated her because of the mud in the pen, because the roosters were always harassing her and she was always pressed to the ground, but it was muddy, so she got really filthy. And then we had some cold temperatures, so without her feathers she wasn't able to keep herself warm. She did lose a lot of weight, so I just had to separate her. But she's doing fine now, but again I also don't know where I'm going to put her after this. Maybe I'll have to start a little bit early with setting up the new breeding flocks. However, it's already December, so it's not that early. Well, I'm also going to try out something new. At the show yesterday I got some test samples from Garvo, and I actually never gave this to my chickens before. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, so it's just me testing it out. This is like a grow pellet for pheasants, and I believe it's also okay for turkeys, so we'll give that to the golden pheasant chicks over here. And then I also got this. It's just like a regular mix for chickens, but it also has some gammeras. Who wants this? As you can see, the blue mottled hen is recovering over here. Here is her feed, and here she can drink. She's doing well. Character-wise, she's actually one of my favorite chickens. She doesn't have the best color, but apart from that, I really like her type, the length of her legs, her comb, her wattles. I'm going to put her against my black mottled rooster with a rose comb. So, let me first test out this growing pellet for pheasants. See if they like it. It's a lot finer than they are used to. And of course the chickens like it, as expected. The chickens actually don't seem to be a big fan of it. Pheasants seem to like it. But of course that's not the main criteria you should look for in feeding something. You should feed them something that's healthy for them. And this is probably the most healthy option there is for them. I think I'm going to feed this to my new chickens. And I'm probably going to put them in here, but I first need to fix some holes in the net. Came loose right about where the tool shed ends, but I'm going to let them run free in the yard a little bit. They're quite tame, so I'm hoping it will be easy to catch them afterwards. I have some water over here. They're very happy to go outside. And they immediately start eating. I do hope the rooster will get along with my rooster. He already started to crow, so that might be an issue. As you can see, they really like this mixture. The net is fixed. So I'm going to open the coop, and now we'll see how they will react to my chickens. The rose comb hen is already in the coop, in the pen. Yeah, but my blue mottled hen of course saw the food. And there was no fight. But yeah, of course they are distracted by the feed. I'm especially interested to see how the roosters will react. Oh, some first interactions. Kinda have the feeling that the new rooster already knows he's no match for my big one. So that's a good thing, because this rooster is quite docile. So this setup might work. Oh. I think this was just some food aggression over here. I really don't like the temper of this hen. She's very aggressive towards other hens. But she's the most beautiful blue mottled Ancona bantam I have, so it would be stupid to get rid of her. So I'm just hoping to get a more friendly offspring of her. Alright, as you can see, the coop is clean now. Also clean out the nest boxes over here, so they are checking it out. I put the feed in the large feeder, cleaned the drinker a little bit. So now it's time to put them in. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. No. The blue hen doesn't want to go in. Come on. And they're in. That's actually a very nice rooster. He has the models of his father, but he has a comb of his mother. Actually exactly how I wanted it. I should say how I would have wanted it. So that was it for today. I don't know if you can see it, but I believe it's going to start to rain. Oh man, but that's just winter in Belgium. I'm going to collect some eggs now, clean out this mess, and then it's over for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. If you want to keep track of all my chickens and my other animals, please subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification when I post a new video. Goodbye!